edition of Hall's Garden Center Plant Talk. We have a paid day of vacation for myself and a friend of mine. We're standing in the middle of Pennsylvania tagging trees for a good friend of ours for next spring. And even though we're on the hunt for some fastigia trees, some more narrow trees for the front of this property, we came across a great plant today, which is a paperbark maple type, Acer Griseum, and the variety is Gingerbread. And I'm joined today in the field with my longtime friend, brilliant plantsman, quantum knowledge on horticulture, John Stella. So this is my friend John Stella. We're just going to talk a little bit about this variety of gingerbread maple.
Yeah, this is Acer Griseum, form nikoense, cultivar gingerbread. And this is a really neat tree that you find in the nursery industries. It's not out there extensively in the trade. And what's beautiful about this tree is the bark on it. You get this real different fissured bark, which is really cool to look at. It's showy all year on that. And what's fortunate with this tree is it actually does that fissuring on the bark all the way up through the branches into the head of the tree, which makes it really showy in the wintertime. You also have another characteristic. When this tree gets up to about 5 to 6 inch in caliber, you'll start to see these fissures in here, which are really neat and develop almost in a crosshatch pattern style, which is really cool to look at. And the other thing that's nice on this tree, it's one of your trifoliate maples, and the fall color on this is spectacular. It's a brilliant orangey red on it, which is just stunning. And this is what they call a four-season tree. It just has every season of interest on it and pulls your eye to it in the landscape, and people love to use it for that. And we're hoping as a nursery that it becomes even more and more popular as a tree.
I think some of the best selling points, just to reiterate what John was saying, is that we're looking at a smaller stature tree that really has about a 15, maybe 20 foot height, 10 to 15 wide, so it fits into smaller parcels of land a lot easier. And if you're a plant geek like we are, and you're out in this weather that we are today, you can appreciate the fact that on regular Griseums you have that exfoliating bark that almost seems to tear and fold over like paper, and on here you really have more channels, or what we were saying today is more of like a goosebump that's on there. And when the light hits it, what we were talking about in the winter, you see those channels on those ribs and ripples through the bark. And I think that's what's going to make it a really sensational plant to look at in the middle of winter when it's undressed and doesn't have its leaves on. So, John, I appreciate the time. Thank you very much. And as always, all your professionalism is always appreciated at Hall's Garden Center.